Ladies and gentlemen, Ripper the Clown.
I'm not your average clown, and I'm going to give you the truth tonight. For years, the government and the media have been covering up the fact there's a violent gang war going on between clowns and mimes. Yeah, those mute bastards are evil. And it's not about turf or anything silly like that. It's this war over conflicting comedy styles. Many lives have been lost on both sides. Many innocent bystanders have been killed. And not more than an hour ago, I was attacked out on the street by this female mime who ran up to me, started kicking me in the kneecaps, and sticking a bunch of silent, albeit obscene gestures in my face. And then she got all cool and tough, and she started taunting me from inside of this invisible box. And I'm like, screw the invisible box. So I charged her, and I knocked her down. Well, actually, I can't take credit for knocking her down. My buddy over there, raise your hand. He's the one who knocked her down. But you'll be proud to know that I'm the one who started kicking her in the midriff.
Damn right you did!
And I stomped her pretty good. And you know, I felt bad, so I did the right thing, and I helped her up, and I dusted her off, and then I punched her in the stomach and curb stomped her. Brutality. But that mime was a trooper. And she didn't break character during the entire beating. And when she screamed, it sounded like this. I will be hearing that scream in my nightmares for years. Anyway, I'm Ripper the Clown, and I'm available for kiddie parties. And I know that a lot of you probably don't have kids now, but whenever any of you, gentlemen, find yourself a female beast and decide to take a shit in the gene pool, remember me in a couple years and I'll come down and entertain your little turd. And yeah, I know, I'm kind of crude, and yeah, I know I've got violent tendencies, and yeah, I know there's matted and dried vomit in my hair. Don't judge me, goddammit. The kids love me. And so do the moms. Because I'm not trying to brag, but I am all clown before, during, and after the party, if you know what I mean. Let's get serious for a second. I'm dealing with some really bad mood swings tonight. And one time I killed a guy with a candy apple and a multi-purpose loose-leaf notebook. There were chopped peanuts and college rule everywhere. And shit a brick. I shouldn't have told you that. Oh well, you're all drunk, so your testimony would be inadmissible anyway. And speaking of testimony, I got called to jury duty a couple months ago, and I'll tell you about the case because it's really fascinating stuff. You see, this thief, this criminal mastermind, he decided to break into his neighbor's car and steal her cell phone. And during the commission of the crime, the neighbor walked outside, and she caught the guy, and he went a little crazy, as we all do sometimes, and he grabbed this stick or this pipe or something and went after her. She ran back in the house and called the cops. And the cops came and started chasing the guy, and during the chase, the thief, he grabbed this railroad spike to use against the cops. And, they caught him, they took him away. But this wasn't the trial to determine the thief's guilt or innocence. No, boys and girls, this is the American legal system, goddammit. And this was the trial because the thief was suing the city and the police department for police brutality. He claimed that when they put the handcuffs on, that they hurt his wrists. He claimed that one of the police officers gave him a little push against the squad car. He claimed that one of the officers talked to him and said mean and unfriendly things, and that both of the officers looked at him with nasty expressions on their faces. I stood up in the jury box. I couldn't stand it anymore. I'm like, what did you expect? What did you want to happen? Did you want the cops to congratulate you on the chase? Did you want them to applaud your creative choice of crude weaponry? You are why the society is crumbling. Why don't you take that freaking railroad spike? And at this point I was really pissed off, and I jumped out of the jury box like a gazelle and I went after his throat. This is what you call a mistrial. And I blame the judge because during jury questioning he asked me very specifically, he said, Mr. the Clown, is there any particular type of person that you do not care for? And I said, yes, Your Honor, I hate all assholes. Which, ladies and gentlemen, I believe should have excluded me from the jury pool because the plaintiff was definitely a special piece of human excrement. I've got to go to court next week. Not for that courtroom scene, not for that, but you see, I'm suing the city and the police department for police brutality. When that officer tapped me in the courtroom, he put handcuffs on and kind of hurt my wrist. And then one of the officers said things that were mean, very unfriendly, and could be construed as clownophobic. And I hate to mention this because it's very embarrassing, but one of the officers, he He touched my animal balloons in a very inappropriate way. So I'm suing, and those bastards, they're going down. Yeah, their time's up, and so is mine. I'm Ripper the Clown. Coming soon to a kitty party near you.